Oh, the elevator works too. Nice to see you guys again.
I ain't even have financial aid. Donald Trump, they canceled it. See how you get here?
They did?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Wait, Trump did not cancel financial aid? Did he? Subsidized loans are gone? Dang!
Welcome to Pocket Watching 101. Today, we're learning how to watch pockets, man. It's pretty simple. By the end of this class...
Listen, I didn't go to college and get a degree, so... non-college goers. That's not true.
...beside you and have an exact estimate on how much money they make as a content creator.
Don't let Logan Paul hear that.
All the information is publicly accessible. You just need the framework. I'm gonna give you an example of a rough month I had where I lost a lot of money, and then a good month I had where I made a lot of money. Just to give you an idea.
January profit loss, expenses, make a pie chart. 30% weight loss marathon, 10% January content, bills, utilities, payroll, 20%. Quarterly tax, 30%. That's actually, this is great. People are making enough to have that as expenses? What the f are you making per month?
Idea of what my pockets look like so you could better watch other people's pockets. Okay? Only reason I'm really showing this is because, like, as you make more money, there's some people that actually just pocket the difference, but I'm a content creator. I've been a content creator since I was 12. I like to be able to do cool shit.
I've been a content creator since I was 12? What?
In the months where I generate more revenue, I do cooler shit. In the months where it's a little bit slower, I had to slow it down. It's a business at the end of the day. You can't run out of money, otherwise you had to sell your house. If there's a company I like, I DM them.
I wonder how many of these guys have managers that do this stuff. I have a manager, but sometimes when you're as big a name as like Agent or Kai or any of these people, it's probably as easy as you, specifically you, reaching out. Bro, they're probably, if his expenses for 1 month, and it was probably a good month, were $350,000, this motherfucker's probably making $1 million a month.
This was a rough month for me, January, in terms of revenue.
Show it.
Chat, you know this. We had the weight loss marathon this month. It was expensive, bro.
Oh, okay.
The house rental alone was $80,000. It was another $80,000.
He rented a house for $80,000 to lose weight? I would just do it at my $1 million house that I already have. But let's see if it was worth it.
On top of the rest of the expenses just for that marathon, I had to lose 25 pounds in 10 days. I gained all the weight back. But it was great content, though. It was fantastic content, and that's all that mattered. And there was the rest of the expenses during the month. The different segments that you do. Anytime you need to rent something, buy something, move something, transport something, flights you're booking for people, the team that you have, the payroll. It's a business, bro, so there's going to be a lot of expenses, and it tallied up to $350,000, man.
Crazy.
It's a lot, bro.
Was any of that a write-off?
All of it is write-off. Every business expense is write-off.
He doesn't just mean he gets all that money back. For those that don't know what a write-off is or what that means, he can use these things to lessen the blow of what he'll have to pay in taxes. He doesn't just get to go, $80K out the door. That was an expense. That doesn't count. No, you still made that money, and you don't just get to write it like that.
And money on idea, even if you think it's not going to make money. The reason why this was such a loser for us in terms of profit was because January has notoriously bad ads. And we didn't anticipate it was going to be that bad. If we do this in December, the weight loss marathon would have been very profitable.
But in my experience at least, they take longer to get their ad budget together in Q1 for the new year.
I lost maybe like $100,000 on that, and I wasn't able to make the money back in the rest of the month, which is okay because I was happy with the content, though. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point of today's lesson is like, it's cool to lose money as long as you're happy with the content, because there's going to be other ideas you have that make money that's not that high lift, that's not that high production.
The underlying thing he's not saying there is, and I don't think he's not doing it on purpose, but yeah, it's okay to lose money sometimes. You don't want to make it a habit of just pumping money into something that isn't profitable. This is why I tell people not to get into content creation unless you have something else that you're doing that's keeping your life going and, paying for bills and things like that.
This is what the revenue looked like for January on Twitch. You could tell it's a marathon because I had 300-hour stream.
Is that revenue?
It's a marathon.
Yeah, revenue on Twitch was $127,000 in a month. So he did essentially 12 straight days of streaming. Say this, there's not many streamers, YouTubers, or anybody else that are confident. I mean, granted, he has every reason to be confident. He's balling. But that are secure in their number, secure in their bank account, wallet, whatever else it is, to show everything like this. This is probably the most actual helpful thing that any of these people will see. What I mean is it will show them how hard it is to do what he's doing and how much effort it takes and how much of a long process it is and was to get to that point.
This is why I'm saying ads are really underrated. Do you see this purple section here? Those are ads. If I remove the ads, my budget is eviscerated. So I'm saying it's underrated because it's the main way I get to do cool stuff. It also helps convert subscribers because they want to subscribe. Like on an average day in January, this is a marathon, so I was live the whole day. Keep in mind, there's ads playing the entire day, $4,000. And that's a bad day. Because if this was done in December, that's going to be $20,000, $25,000. Black Fridays, Thanksgivings, Christmases.
True.
That season hits hard. Summertime, people going on vacation.
When brands and industries pay far more, it's when people are spending more.
Like in a little bit more of an optimized month.
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy, son. Now, granted, his Twitch made him more money, but he had to go live I truly believe that YouTube videos are more profitable if you are a consistent YouTuber and if you are a top level. Like being a top level YouTuber versus being a top level Twitch streamer, I would say YouTube, I don't know though. I think being a top level YouTuber, if you get the same amount of views, let's say, I think YouTube's probably paying more. Let's go analytics. I'm going to show you, I'm going to see the best year I had. It's definitely not been for a while. We've been, it's kind of, Okay, so my best year on YouTube, I'm going to show you guys. This has been my best. This is just YouTube. Oh, wait. I just showed you the whole fucking thing. Whoops. This is what I made in 1 year on YouTube. IFN's definitely going to clip that. No one say anything about that. But this is what I made in 2023. Think I'm not a triple millionaire. What you guys see, what you guys just saw, that number is what I've made on YouTube. He did 1/5 of that number in 1 month. On a bad month, he said.
And keep in mind, like, these are just clips from the stream, bro. So if we take a look.
That's crazy. It's oh my God. And that's the other part of it too. And the overhead to like take it from Twitch to YouTube was probably so minimal because it's just recycled content.
Also, I nailed it on brand deals. We had a lot of mega brand deals that month. And so
all that shit that y'all saw on my YouTube, out of here. He did $310,000 in brand deals in 1 month. What are these expenses? Jesus. Yeah, Agent's entire class is just flexing on these motherfuckers, dude. But he's being honest about it, which I love. This is awesome.
That's a winner for us. You want to win more than you lose because that's how you stay in business. But if you lose, it's not the end of the world. And I really want to say, like, now you have $282,000. What's your next big idea? You get what I'm saying? That's what money does. Like, what's your next big idea? Like, Streamer University, boom. Like,
facts. Money is not a means for happiness. Money is not a means for comfort. It can be, but it allows you freedom. That is all that money really does. It allows you freedom to pursue things that you want to do, things that you financially couldn't before, and to continue to pursue the things that you want.
You guys all, I imagine, are creatives. Like, you have good ideas in your notes, in your...
Seeing those numbers makes you depressed, not gonna lie. This is why I think it's important that you do see it, though. Look at what effort can bring you if you're doing what you want to do. But you got to realize, he said he was content creating since he was 12. Shit does not happen overnight.
Books in your phone, like, that's what helps make it happen. But it's not... But I also don't think you spend 100% of it on that, though. That's why we Bullet sponsoring this right here. Because you should also invest it. Whatever avenue you choose to do it in. It could be real estate. It could be investing in stocks. It could be in whatever you feel comfortable in. Get informed. If you need a great trading platform.
This is actually such a great class, man.
So this is the pocket watching cheat sheet. I'm about to hand it out to y'all, okay? This is going to give you...
Ooh, I like this, chat. Let's see if this is accurate. A pocket watching cheat sheet. 1 million YouTube average monthly views equals $15,000 in tech and finance. Okay, so he's giving you like the CPMs of different genres of videos. This is fantastic. Holy this is so good. Bro, if this was what I was making on 1 million average YouTube monthly views, I'd be balling, son. I'm probably somewhere in the middle. I'd say for me, I'm probably around like, I usually do about 2 to 2.5 per month. And I go anywhere from like again, I'm on a different deal now, but before 9 to 10K, unless I went above that. If I'm in the 3 mil mark, kind of around there, then yeah, 15 or so, but like I would say 9 to 10K. If you have 10,000 high viewers, a high-end brand deal could be $100,000. Holy f***, these guys are rolling in money.
The reason why I'm giving a range
Everybody's saying
is because if you're in
screenshots,
tech and finance on YouTube, you're at the peak. You get hella bread. You might make $15,000 from 1 million views. If you do pranks and IRLs, the chances are you're probably in the mid-range, 3 to 5,000. It's a huge behemoth of a difference. There's no way to just snipe it. You just have to account for the variables. Hold on, quiet down. You'll make more money in September than you will in February. It's true. So that has to be accounted. Maybe you had a peak month. You can't say a nigga makes that every month. Maybe you had a bad month. You can't say a nigga makes that every month. It's impossible. Even the length of their YouTube videos, because you could fit more ads in a longer YouTube video. That's why a lot of people run them VOD channels, because it's an 8-hour video, bro. You could span that with ads.
We started making videos from 15 minutes stretch to 20 minutes or 25 minutes. We got a little bit more careful with the way I was talking about certain segments. I started being able to break down more stuff because I used to cut a ton of shit when I was editing. It's a night and day difference too. It's wild. For example, I did the Tommy Fury video the other day. I did 100K, right? Which, you know, your boy used to pull way more than that, but we've been on a, since influencer boxing kind of has. But we're coming out of it. Tommy Fury video did like 500. It was like I made $500 on that video, or whatever. Videos that have done less than that can make more money because they're like double the time. It's weird.
Variables that this should give you a baseline. If you see a nigga with 2,000 live viewers and you looking at his streaming like he's probably running about half ads, you can calculate them, watch for hours, see how much ads he's running. You can find out exactly how much that makes. All right, man. Now it's
crazy pocket watching,
right?
dude.
Let's give it a
that is crazy pocket watching.
Shot before I do it myself. You have the knowledge now. Like, you can pocket watch whoever you want to. I also want to.
It's crazy. It's a fun course, but he's just literally teaching people how to like count people's pockets.
There's a lot of money in content now, and that's a lot of the reason why people are getting into content. Those are frauds. Okay?
Facts.
A lot of you people here, the reason why you got here is because you genuinely enjoy creating content, that you're a creative, and that you want to see your ideas become reality. And so don't lose sight of the creative aspect because you're too busy chasing money, but don't lose sight of the money because you're too busy trying to be creative. At the end of the day, it's hand in hand. Your ability to do both is your ability to operate and execute. Must do's before we head out. First thing you got to do is bet on yourself. If you're afraid to do the idea because you think it might backfire, you don't believe in yourself. That doesn't mean take dumb risks.
That shit right there hits. Part of what the biggest thing on my main channel has like taken a weight off my shoulders a little bit. You guys can see it. It's plain to see. I'm not doing the numbers I used to do on my main channel. It is what it is. Influencer boxing has for sure fallen off. But there's a weight off my chest when I started to see that downturn and I knew I didn't have anywhere to pivot as strongly as I wanted to. I mean, yeah, I have I can go to pro boxing and I'm starting to grow in that space, obviously. And part of, this deal that I'm with now, it took a weight off my shoulders because I'm not now worried about numbers every single time I post a video like I was. And Sensei will tell you, when we first met up, I used to freak out about numbers, and I still do it to a degree just because I'm a perfectionist, but I know how a video is going to do, no joke, within the first 5 minutes of the video usually. Based on the view count, I can kind of see behind the wall. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, kind of a shitty video. This is why I've started so many different channels and tried to do other stuff, because I know I have other passions in life. Football, I have chatting with you guys, creating content. I want to do so much more outside of just what it is that I do as my profession, quote unquote. And I think that's part of why I'm so juiced about this stream shit too. Manscaped and I did a deal, and it's called a CPM deal, right? A CPM deal where they pay a certain number, like $15, $16 per whatever the number of views is, right? And I think it's 1,000 views. And that obviously gets bigger as the more people view your channel. But we asked them for, like, I remember they were like, I was like, just give me a flat number. I've never really done a CPM deal before that. And I was like, just give me a flat number. Let's just do like, let's say 15,000, right? They said no. They wanted to do a CPM deal. And I went, okay, whatever. Because it was getting time. Like, we were negotiating this thing up until fight week and the night of the fight, like damn near. And finally, I was just like, whatever, man. It's better than nothing. Because I didn't know. I thought it may do like 400,000 views, maybe like 500. We hadn't done a big time stream like that in a while, and I didn't know what the fucking thing did 9 million. Yeah, Manscaped ended up having to pay out way more. They were mad about it. They were super pissed.
Bet on yourself, bro. If you don't believe in yourself, who will?
Facts.
Hey, the purpose of this talk was I kind of wanted it to be funny, like packaging wise, pocket watching, but I hope you at least learned like one thing that can help you make a little bit more money, bro. Yes, I hope you did. Appreciate y'all, man.
That was actually a great class from Agent. This man teaching Sunday school. Bro, you know what we just did? We just took a Streamer University course online. We got the same education as these people without spending a dime, which I don't know if they spent a dime. I think most of them probably got flown in. But we just took a college course online, ladies and gentlemen. I love this. This is great. We're going to keep watching these. I don't know who else taught courses, but this definitely is something that we're going to keep doing and learning how to become a streamer online.